Panthers coverage of the innings. It's at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile,
let's set up the depth chart. Oh, shit.
Here. They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that
opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
Bradford now to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him
and we're able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Second down, Bradford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the point.
That's what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
And he puts it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Whoa, nice kick.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee to kick this one away for Cleveland.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch him off guard, but the defense was ready.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. This is Ajayi. About 3 yards there to the 27. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I'm going for it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Jay Ajayi stops short of the first. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover into something here.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
First down, Bradford. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Ajayi. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Bradford, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast and turn.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Breeze. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this will complete right side to Funchess. That one goes for 34 yards.
But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Tolbert, the fullback. And he'll be taken. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Nugent puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Breeze now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. To throw is Breeze. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Bradford. He'll rifle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try to run with a J. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jay Ajayi in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Breeze will try again on second down.
Can anyone get him?
What a move. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Panthers had a great passing game going last week, and it's been more of the same today. The Browns are finding out firsthand they'll have to deal with this passing attack if they want to win. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Panthers have it at the 2. Olsen's got the reception, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Panthers up now by 13. Now 1st and 10, quick pass is complete, and the pass and catch will end up going for 61 yards. Sticking with the same drive, Ajayi is going to dart up the middle, and he scoots into the end zone for a second TD. Panthers push the lead to 23.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He completes it to Hunter. They get only 4 that time.
I think he was in, but
that leads us to a 4th down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult, because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. We get a glance at the Browns' defense as they file into position. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asked it a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Bradford, and his throw is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On third down, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because
And look at this, another fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
They've had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They run again with Ajayi. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. Breeze to throw on second down. Complete here to Gary Barnage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now Breeze. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards at time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
I think he's right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
From midfield, here's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Moncrief. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns get a score closer. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
That's complete to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2nd down following the incompletion. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Bree's going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw.
They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
We're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. To throw, Bradford looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys? Right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because it... This ball game is over. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing here, Bradford, and Olsen over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Third and short yardage. Bradford. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Good night.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not